Alright, let's just get right into it. The Heat won Game 2 and have shown some life. The Heat made an adjustment to the starting lineup this game by removing Caleb Martin as the starting power forward and replacing him with Kevin Love to give them more size, which immediately paid off. He guarded Aaron Gordon, and with him having the size and strength unlike Caleb Martin, he was able to contain Gordon. The Heat started off the game strong. Max Strus went 4-7 from deep in the first quarter, with one of them being the first basket of the game on an out-of-bounds play where he came off two screens and was able to get an open shot from deep in the left corner. The Nuggets started off the game struggling offensively, which was a combination of the Heat playing good defense and they just missed some open shots. After the slow start, the Nuggets woke up, especially Jokic, getting the Nuggets offense back on track, starting with a lob to Aaron Gordon after Bam Adebayo and Kevin Love doubled him. Then he went on to score 9 points to end the first quarter. Christian Brown started off the second quarter immediately making plays and providing great energy. One possession, he fumbled the ball, picked it up, and shot a one-legged mid-range jumper over Bam. Then, 2 possessions later, he had a steal that led to Jeff Green getting fouled on a transition layup. He had a couple of plays where he got nice dribble penetration, leading to open shots from deep for his teammates. The Nuggets fed off that great energy Brown provided, going on a 27-6 run for the first 4 minutes and 51 seconds of the second quarter. And that entire run, the Nuggets did that when Jokic was on the bench. The Heat went on a run to close out the quarter. In that run, Gabe Vincent and Jimmy Butler had a couple nice buckets off the dribble. There was one possession where Jimmy tried to drive on Jokic. Jokic forced Jimmy to pick up his dribble, then he turned around and made this tough fall-away jumper over Jokic. A big reason the Nuggets went on that 27-6 run and were up 57-51 at halftime was they were able to get out in transition. They had like 16 transition points in the second quarter alone. The third quarter, the Heat started strong, hitting their shots from deep, but then for the next 4 to 5 minutes, both teams struggled to score. Jokic went crazy in the third quarter, having 18 points. He went off, especially towards the end when Cody Zeller came into the game. He hit his next 3 shots in a row and forced Zeller to foul him a couple times. At the start of the fourth quarter, Duncan Robinson scored 10 points in a row. One of those points was when he made a pull-up shot from deep over Jeff Green, and the others were him just cutting good to the rim. The Heat went to playing zone defense for a majority of the quarter, which gave the Nuggets some problems. The Nuggets had a couple of turnovers. They struggled to get into their actions, leading them to shoot a lot of contested shots. There were a few possessions where Aaron Gordon fouled Jimmy, KCP fouled Kyle Lowry, and MPJ fouled Bam. Jimmy and Bam both made their shots with the foul. Both resulted in 3-point plays, and KCP fouled Kyle Lowry on a shot from deep, and Lowry made all his shots from the line, which in total, all those plays resulted in a 9-point swing for the Heat. After that, the Nuggets went on a 13-4 run and cut the Heat's lead down to 3 points, but after Jokic got a stop on Jimmy, forcing him to miss the pull-up jumper, the Nuggets decided to not call a timeout even though they did have one. Jamal Murray decided to try to ISO on Jimmy. Yes, Jokic did have 41 points, but he only had 4 assists. The Heat were able to force him to just be a scorer, not both a scorer and a playmaker. Gabe Vincent was huge this game. He had 23 points, shot 8 of 12 from the field, and 4-6 from deep. Jimmy, even though he lacked aggressiveness for most of the game and his efficiency from the field was not great, he had 9 assists, constantly creating good looks from deep for the Heat's shooters, and he was aggressive down the stretch. He hit a lot of big shots. Him and Bam both finished with 21 points. Bam was incredible on both ends. Him, Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry, and Caleb Martin also hit big shots down the stretch. Jamal Murray was good this game. He had 18 points and 10 assists on decent efficiency, but the Nuggets need more from him. Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, and Christian Brown were all solid, but the Nuggets need KCP and MPJ to play much better offensively. They combined for 11 points, 3 of 12 from the field, and 1 of 9 from deep, which is unacceptable. This was a great game, and I'm very excited for Game 3 and the series going forward.